Hey everybody, this is Leo. Today I wanted to hop on here because I figured it was about time for us to revisit our pranayama practice. So I wanted to add on another technique for us to try out at home. So this one is called the Ujjayi breathing technique. And what I like about it is that it's very calming, it's very centering. It's kind of a hack in a way to getting your mind to hush for a little while. So the cool thing about this breath is that it has almost immediate effects. Just after a few of them, you can start to feel like, ah. At least for me. Well, one of the most calming natural sounds for me is the sound of wind going through the leaves and the trees, and even that image of the treetops. And for some people it's the ocean, some people it's fire. There's different effects that each element has on all of us. And for me anyway, this breath is special in that way. And so the way we would start out with the Ujjayi breath was Ujjayi breath. What you would do is, and what that means is the victorious breath. So it's victorious in this sense because it conquers the mind. And so that's something to kind of keep in mind as you're doing this. And just as with the Nadi Shodhana and these other breathing techniques, about 6 rounds of this would be normal, especially to start up. But you can do this anywhere you're at. And so what you want to do is on your in breath, and this is all through the nose, but I'm going to show you to explain it a little bit by doing it through the mouth. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of sinus congestion this morning, so this is actually good for me during this time. And so during the in breath, you want to visualize the air hitting the very back of your throat, almost as if you're trying to make yourself snore. So you're bringing this air in with the belly. So this is a deep breath, but you're bringing it in through the nose, and you want to visualize it as if it's hitting the back of your throat. Okay, and then on the out breath, you want to continue this visualization as if the air is swirling back there, and then going out. So you'll hear some people especially in the yogi community, refer to this as the Darth Vader breath, because that's essentially what it ends up sounding like, just internally. So you're gonna want to. I don't know if this is gonna come across as well on video, but I'll try to be as loud about it as possible. You want to. So it's almost like an internal snoring, but not to the point where you're getting that rattling in the back of your throat noise. That's actually a different pranayama technique that we'll cover at some point, which is very good as well. But this one, you just want to kind of have the air hit the back of your throat on the inhale and on the outhale in this kind of hollow. I think of it as like the air hitting a hollow cave wall and coming down and then going back up, and it creates this this sound that is very similar. Actually, there's an accompanying mantra sometimes that you'll see used called the Soham, and it has the same kind of effect where it's like just the sound, this ocean sound, this air sound. It makes you very aware of the prana that you're taking in and releasing. So we'll do a couple rounds of this. So breathe in. And out. And do not rush these, okay? may feel some sensations. Continue to breathe, but you may feel some sensations in the back of your head as you're doing these. It's very, very relaxing. It's something that I wish more people knew of earlier in life, because it's something that you can do anywhere. As you're watching me, I was doing it, and I don't believe my face really changed much, or my expression of any, but inwardly, it's this sensation, and it's this very calming, relaxing thing that it's just wonderful. So let's continue for a couple more rounds, just so it sinks in as far as how to do this. So through the nose, and but with your mouth closed, of course. But that's essentially what you're going for. And you can do this as quietly as you want, like when we're allowed to be back in public, for instance, and you are, maybe in close quarters and you don't want to be weird about it. You can actually do this like on an elevator or something, or mass transportation, whatever, as close proximity to others as you are, you still can do it quietly. And this is one of those things that you hone over time, but it's a very, very powerful technique for pranayama. And for those of us who are, either suffer with respiratory issues, or former smokers, or people who have had some other issue that is, cardiovascular or respiratory, this is very, very good for that. Highly recommended. So just continue to try the practice out. Feel free to revisit this video anytime you want to maybe come back to the instruction and make sure you're doing it correctly. And then you can always hit me up on social media by following the links here, and just try to incorporate this into your life. It's a very, very powerful healing technique. The Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. Continue your pranayama practice. I'll see you next time. Namaste.